quickly join me as we are not decided with any topic. Yesterday we were just practicing direct and indirect. So let me see the opinion of the students, what they studied. I'm a bit late today. Neon Edits is there. Very good evening, Peter. Thank you for joining me. You are the first participant, and as per my knowledge, you are outsider even. I couldn't recall that which school you mentioned. You are from which school? May I know? RPS Edits is there also. Very good evening, Beta. Good evening to all. Akshans is also there. Good evening, Beta. Shaurya Pratap is also joined me. Very good evening, Beta, to all of you. APS Jodhpur. Oh my God. It gives really very grateful and glad feeling after knowing this, that from such a distant places you people are joining me. Pooja Shukla is there. Very good evening, beta. Good evening, Anshika is there. Kiran Yadav, ma'am, I am Rohan Yadav from Army Public School. Okay, beta Rohan. Thank you so much for joining me. First time I saw you, you were using your mother's ID, I guess. Okay. So thank you, beta, everyone. So what you people want to study? Just mention one particular topic. Yesterday it was like there was a flood of different topics. Ma'am, when will you start? Beta, time is not fixed. I just try to start with 7:30. 7:30 is my target, but it exceed 8 p.m., 8:15, 8:20, like that. Somebody has mentioned tenses, somebody has mentioned determiners. Again, you are just, it is bombarding sort of thing on me, beta. Determiners, as I told you, that which determines, when we are determining the nouns with particular words, that is determiners, and in which what are the things come. The most important thing, articles comes at the first, then possessives, then determiner, what we say to it, distributives, then demonstratives, then interrogatives. These are the some days quantifiers. So you need to study that way. And similarly, you need to keep the example articles. If we are talking about, then there are two definite articles, that is a or an, and the is definite articles. When we are talking about a or an, that is indefinite article, because the is specifying something, right? And a or an is talking about in a general sense, right? So that way, a or an, these two are called as the definite articles, indefinite articles, and the is called as definite articles. The is definite, a or an is indefinite. Okay, so keep it in your mind. Then uses are also like that. You have to use a for the consonant sound and for the vowel sound. The is used for lot managing. There is a n number of lists. You need to prepare one by one. Okay, likewise it is used with the all holy scriptures. It is used with the newspapers, name of the newspaper. It is used with the country, which is which name is carrying abbreviations. And then river I told you, mountains I told you, then universal this thing like the moon, the sun, the earth, like that. So these things. So you need to prepare that list, beta. I need to go through because when the teacher is teaching, they prepare the proper lesson plan, and then that way the next day they deliver the speech. And randomly you are just bombarding n number of topics, which is very difficult to entertain, right? So try to understand this thing. And same way, possessives, I told you that in possessive pronoun, possessive is there, possessive adjective is there, possessive determiners is there. So you need to prepare accordingly. In if you are talking about possessive pronoun, then um, the next word will be, means it will become at the end of the sentence. And if you're talking about possessive determiner or possessive adjective, then the next word will be noun, right? It will be placed before the noun. Your bag, your this thing, your dress, that sort of, right? So that is what possessive adjective or possessive determiners, right? Then demonstrative, when we are talking about, similarly, it goes for the demonstrative pronoun, demonstrative adjective, demonstrative determiners. And in case of determiners and adjective, it will be just placed before the noun. And in case of pronoun, it will be before the helping verb. This is my house. And this house is mine, right? If we are putting this and the immediate word is noun, then in that case it can be demonstrative adjective or demonstrative determiners, right? If this or that is, this is, these are, those are, we are talking in that way, then it will be demonstrative pronouns, right? So that way we are talking, we are talked about Vita. You only asked about the determiners. Pro 5000, it means Akshans. Vita, I already taught you. So go and revise the chapter. We can switch to the next topic, which is tenses, which is very close to my heart. So I'm going to jump on that because this topic is very, very important to cover up, to have a command, because your next very, very important topics, direct, indirect, and active, passive, is totally based on tenses. Okay, so I'm going to switch on tenses, right? So in tenses, you need to firstly understand that what are the types of tenses. Then you need to break into three parts. That is, you can write past first or present first. Choice is yours. I used to prepare in the present, past, and then future. I consider and I give priority to the present, and in that sequence I prepare. So I love to teach in that way, where I feel comfortable, which I feel correct, right? So present, in present tense, what do you need to do? First thing, like, you need to learn the rules: subject plus verb plus object. So in case of subject, if it is singular, then the verb will be s or es. You need to then, present tense need to break into four types. That is simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. In present simple present, what you need to mention, that subject plus verb plus ses along with the verb's first form, and then object. Okay. Then if you want to change it into negative, then in that case you need to put subject plus do, does, and verbs first form, and then object. Object, it is not mandatory to mention object, because if you simply want to say, like, I want to convey one statement, one example, that I teach English. So it is not mandatory to mention English. English is the object here. I teach English. I teach, simply I can say I teach. So I teach is also present, is simple present, and it is itself convey the masses. I teach, if I simply say. So here object is not required. But once we are talking about active and passive voice, then it is mandatory to have an object in the sentence, right? Likewise, I teach English, so English is taught by me, right? Like that. What for, beta? There are four. What? I already mentioned, beta. Neon edits. You have mentioned there are four. What four you are talking about? I already mentioned. Present tenses of four types: simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. I already mentioned this. And not present, only present in past tense also. Simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Similarly in future also. Simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. So you need to prepare accordingly, and one by one you need to prepare the rule chart also. Right. So we are talking about present tense. In present tense, once you are talking about simple present, so you need to keep it in your mind that the after subject the next word will be next word will be a first form of verb itself, and along with s or es is depend on your subject. If subject's number, right, if it is singular, your subject is singular, then s or es is required in the verb's first form, right? He plays, he writes, he studies, like that. Okay. And if it is plural noun, plural, or the first form like I, you, we, they, and all the plurals, you need to prepare this thing in your mind that I, you, we, they, and with all the plurals, always verb's first form will come. No s or es is required then. And if you're talking about he, she, it, and all the singular nouns, then in that case, does as is required along with the main word, right? So plays, writes, he plays, Sita plays, Sita sings, dances, like that. So as or es is required along with the main word, right? So that is all about simple present. And if you need to change into negative, then does not or do not will come in the sentence. And if you need to change into interrogative, then do or does will come at the beginning of the sentence. Do you play? Does he go to school? Does she write an article? Like that. Okay. So you need to understand what kind of sentence you are preparing. Accordingly, you need to just change your sentence, formation of the sentence, right? After that, let's jump on the present continuous. In present continuous, you need to keep it in your mind that a helping verb is am, are, will come along with verbs ing form, right? Am writing, am teaching, am singing, whatever you get. He is. If he you are using, then he is will be there. She is. If plural is there, then are will be there. They are. We are. Like that. We are dancing, we are studying, we are so, blah, blah. Right? After that, if you need to change into negative, then I am not, he is not, she is not doing and studying and singing, whatever. After that, if you want to convey it as interrogative, then that helping verb will come at the first beginning of the sentence. Am I teaching you? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Is he doing? Is she doing? Is she teaching? Is she studying? Like that. Are they doing? Are we? Right? So like that. Good evening, ma'am. Anil Singh is there, ma'am. I am Ayush Yadav. Okay, beta. Thank you for joining. So we are studying tenses. In school is also you people are studying. Exercises are going on. I think you have done with the present and past. Future tense you people will be studying tomorrow. So here you can revise. You can answer the things, right, Ayush? So next is what? Present perfect. Let's discuss about present perfect. In present perfect, has or have will be there in the sentence along with third form of verbs third form, right? So if the subject is singular, then in that case you have to use has, and if the subject is plural, then in that case you need to mention had along with the third form of verb. Good evening, ma'am. I am Neha Sain of class 10th. Thank you, Vita. Neha. I hope you people must be listening me carefully so that you people will be helped while doing your direct, indirect and active passive, which is very, very important as per the class 9, 10th, 11, 12. Because there your writing skill plays a very, very important and crucial role. And for that your direct, indirect and active passive voice should be very, very good. You must have command on that, and for that you have to, very firstly you have to have good command on tenses. So keep learning, and multiple revision it is required. Once the topic is done, it doesn't mean you people just skip watching or skip learning that you have already done with the topic. You need not to study, right? Don't carry such mindset. Okay, multiple revision is the ultimate solution of all this, right? So revise as much as you can, practice the tenses. Just take one example and put it on all the 12 subtypes, right? Suppose I mentioned this thing only, simply you people mentioned that we are studying English. We study English. Take this, just begin with the simple present. We study English. Now we study English, break it into, just change into all the 12 subtype tenses. Right? Anybody can? We study English. Change this into 12 tenses. Anybody dare to change this? I gave you one example and you need to change into all the, like present, simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous, simple past, so past continuous, past perfect continuous, then simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous. This particular one sentence should be changed into all the 12 types. Anybody can? This is the open challenge for you people, for all my students, those who are watching me. Just put it with put it, need not to type one sentence, just type all the 12 and then click the send button. Your statement begins with simple. What I told you, begin with simple present and it should be end with future perfect continuous. The future perfect continuous is not any bit in the use, but at least you should know the formation of the sentence. Very good evening, Beta Manji points. May I know you? You are the first, I guess. I think you were first time you joined me, Beta. Manji points. Please mention your name. Avinav is there. Very good evening, Beta. You are a bit late. We are studying English. Somebody has mentioned. Sandy. Okay, Neha is there. Neha Singh. So, Beta, what you typed? Mention along with the type what you have written there. We are studying English. You mentioned. So this is which belong to which tense? You can take the shortcut, right? Simple present. Put the S and for present PR. Because if you are mentioning SP, simple present, then it can be simple past also. So smartly just write it. PR, write PR for that. Simple present as PR means simple present. Present continuous PR. Beta, anybody is writing or just I'm waiting, sitting and waiting for your replies. Anybody is putting that effort or not? Just mention that. Otherwise, we can jump. Okay, let me explain. I'm explaining you people. If anybody is able to write all that set of 12 reply on the same particular, on the one particular example, then it is well and good. Otherwise, just listen to the other things, other types of simple present tense. Beta, my question was that I gave you one example that we study English. It should be changed into all the 12 tenses. You need to fit this particular example in all the 12 subtypes of tenses. Are you getting what my question is? So we have already discussed up to present perfect, has, have plus third form of verb is required. After that, present perfect continuous. In that, I got the answer. We study English simple present. We are studying English present continuous. We have studied English, that is present perfect tense. We have been studying English present perfect continuous tense. Amazing, Vita. So you have completed just one set of presents all four types. Now it is the time to write the same sentence for the past also. Simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. And then similarly for the future also. Okay, beta, Neha? I'm highly glad to see your reply. Thank you so much. Now try for the past and future as well. Okay. So in the past tense, you need to use subject, the second form of verb, then object. And if you need to change into negative, then you need to change the sentence with did not. Did not. And once you are changing did not, then the verb will be, second form of verb will be changed into first form. Keep it always in mind. Most of the children, they do this blunder. Once they are changing did not, then they continue with the second form of verb. No, your second form will be changed into first form. Same with the do or does. Once you are putting do not, does not, then the verb will be in the first form, right? So always keep it in your mind this. And then past continuous, for the case of past continuous, how you are supposed to frame the sentence. Was and verb will be there plus verb plus ing form, right? In case of past perfect, had plus third form of verb will be there. This is the simplest you can say, because you need not to worry about who has, have. You need to think about that the subject is singular or it is plural. Everywhere had will come, right? We studied English. Great, beta. Neha. We studied English. We were studying English. We had studied English. We had been studying English. Superb. Superb, beta. Thank you so much. You are taking time, but each and everything is so correct. So you are fully ready to jump on direct, indirect, and active, passive. You will do amazing in those particular chapters. Past continuous. We had studied English past perfect. Right, beta? We were studying. Abhinav is also doing well. But beta, try to learn from your seniors that how to type, right? You were just mentioning one liner. Okay, beta, just put it in a bracket, take your time and type it at least tense wise. It should be in a slot. Okay, beta. Just make it a habit. Do the things in us right and best. Okay? So today's session, I liked it. From the beginning, you people, you all are very, very interactive. So thank you so much for all your support and all your effort, beta, which is required. Whether you are in the class or you are studying on any online platform, wherever you are, this interaction is very very important. We studied English past. Right, correct, beta, Anil Singh. We studied, not past perfect, beta, incorrect. It is simple past, okay? We studied English is a simple past. We had studied, once you will type, then it will be past perfect, right? Anil Singh, I don't know, beta, what's your name, but I'm just telling you, your answer is incorrect. If you want to write it as a past perfect, then it should be, the correct statement will be, we had studied, right? We will study English, we will be studying English, we will have studied English, and we will have been studying English. Future perfect, continuous. Have been studying English. Correct, beta, amazingly. But I hope you must be aware with that generally we use shall with I and we, right, beta? Though these things are these days exempted, but once we are talking about the grammatical part, particularly the grammatical part, then will, we shall and I shall should be the most appropriate. Okay, beta, Neha, though the formation is amazing, you did perfectly correct. And I would like to add on, because I noticed this, that we had been studying and we have been studying English. So, beta Neha, one thing I would like to add in your responses, that in present tense, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous, all the three, you did not mention the time. It is very mandatory to write the since or for in your sentence. We have been studying since morning, yeah, for 3 hours, for 1 hour. It should be the part of your sentence. And that's why we say that it is not possible to frame the sentence once we are doing future perfect continuous tense. Right? We cannot mention for or since in that. But in past perfect continuous and simple, present perfect continuous, it should be there. It is mandatorily be there in the sentence, right? So, beta, shall we start with direct indirect? Anybody is interested in doing that? Direct indirect, beta. I have multiple questions, new questions I just arranged for you all. Let's jump on narration, direct, indirect. So change it. Here is the question. Tanu said to Manu, I am learning 5 arts in Kolkata. Fine arts in Kolkata. Tanu said to Manu, I am learning fine arts in Kolkata. Beta Neha, are you there? Now this is the time when you can utilize your knowledge of tense in the right place. Reporting speech, reporting verb and reported speech need to identify first. Tanu said to Manu, what it is? What it is? Tanu said to Manu. Quickly type it, beta. What it is? Tanu said to Manu. We need to break the direct speech into two parts. That is reporting verb and reported speech. Yesterday also I told you, and when we studied about direct indirect, at that time I told you, and my videos, PPT along with PPT, you can find in the playlist. There also everything is explained accordingly. So you can find at 3-4 places, direct indirect. And in your book it is always available to study the rules, right? So just tell me, Tanu said to Manu what it is, it is called as. Beta, anybody is there? Any reply? I'm not getting any reply. But in the list of 4-5 participants are showing. Are you getting what I'm asking? Tanu said to Manu. Light is disappeared. Anybody is listening me? May I have any reply? So I think, Peter, you all are tired. Now we need to say goodbye to each other. This is high time, right? Wrap up the session, wrap up the live stream. Once you people get tired, so I just your responses stop coming. This is the signal for me to wrap up the live stream. So thank you, Vita. Thank you for all your support. Those who were interactive. Somebody is there. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, this is correct or not? Okay, sorry, beta. It was my fault. Somehow the conversation get scrolled down. Okay, Tanu told Manu that she was learning fine, beta, fine. Fine arts, that is fine art, no? She was learning. As I told you yesterday, that present continuous will change into the past continuous. So you people did amazing, right? Tanu told Manu that she was learning fine arts in Kolkata. Tanu told Manu that she was learning. Fine, bit one's correct. Ma'am, is this correct or not? Ma'am is correct, not. Ramesh Baba, somebody is there. I got your reply. You people can do further. Tanu told to the Manu. No, beta, 2 is not required. Tanu told Manu. And told 2 is not required. Said 2 is changed into told. No 2 is required. Right, beta? She was learning 5 hours in Kolkata. Fine arts, beta, 5 hours not. Fine arts. So I'm started getting. Okay, beta, good night. But it is, yes, time is big constraint. 34 minutes are done. So shall we continue on direct indirect tomorrow as well? Thumbs up, show me thumbs up if you people are agree with. Otherwise, suggest me any topic of your choice. Very good evening, beta Jaman. You were too late, not bit late. I was just going to wrap up. So what do you want to study, beta Jaman? Shall I ask how's your direct indirect speeches preparation? Sorry, ma'am. Good night, ma'am. Beta, those who are done, they may leave. Very, very good night. Have a sound sleep. Stay healthy and fit. Okay, Sandy Marble. Okay, you show your thumbs up for direct indirect. Thank you, Vita, Neha. Thank you so much. So tomorrow we will continue with direct indirect and active passive. I will just prepare a set of questions for you all, and we will be discussing that. Okay, because these two are very very important. It will automatically enhance your writing skill, right? Whatever sort of writing you will get in your paper, related with letter writing, related with article writing, essay writing, notice, poster making, and pressy writing, and what else we used to get, all sort of. So it will help you amazingly. It will help you. There's direct, indirect, and active, passive. It will enhance your writing skills, your spoken, everything. So keep working hard on these three things: tenses, direct, indirect, active, and passive. Okay. So bye, Vita. All of you, bye. Good night. Thank you for all your love and support. And from my behalf, lots of love and loads of blessings to you all.